What's good, y'all? It's the one and only Brotherhood Healing, and I am here to speak on the only thing that is keeping you from manifesting whatever it is that you desire. And that thing or that energy that's keeping you stuck is your pride or pride in general. And like I said, I'm going to explain the reason why. And this is something that I have observed across like multiple business owners. See, the thing is with pride, a lot of people are too think that they're too good to take a small job. Like, oh no, that's a small job. No. You need to call somebody that's little, that's smaller. No, that's a small job. That's a little job. That ain't nothing big. That ain't coming with big funds. Like, don't ever think you too big for a small job, and don't ever think you bigger than the program. And that's what happens a lot of times when people start businesses, start doing things. Sometimes they think they are too big to do something, to sit down with one another, sit with family, or just release responsibility, even in that aspect. Like, you can be too proud of being able to do a lot of things on your own. And while that may be a really cool thing, like, oh my gosh, you could do all of this stuff by yourself. Cool. Now you have just handicapped yourself. Because although, yes, you can do bad all by yourself, what happens when you can no longer do that bad? Who is going to pick up your bad? Yikes. You've just handicapped yourself. So just because you can do it all by yourself does not mean you should do it all by yourself. And I get it. A lot of times you feel as though you can't find good help these days. And one thing that you've just got to get over is that no one is going to help you the way that you want to be helped. It's never going to happen. It's not. Like I said, you're either going to get help that's better than you wanted or worse than you wanted. And like I said, even the help that's better than you wanted, it's still not going to be perfect. There's still going to be fuck ups and errors and flaws that you think, oh, if I was doing it, I would never have this happen, or this would never happen, and da. That's cool. Like I said, you have to stop handicapping yourself with trying to take on so much responsibility. And like I said, I'm speaking out of subjectively, because like I said, the reason I'm even bringing this up is because me and some friends were talking, pretty much discussing how, like, them starting their farming business, they were with nothing. It was just them and like a little bit of help from people here and there. And like I said, we was on our way back from a farmer's market and pretty much discussing, like, yeah, at first it was just a friend of mine just helping me out during the market, not helping me load up, unload, pack up, and leave. Like I said, it was all just doing it by myself. And like I said, it's understandable because he was first starting out. But like I said, I feel as though now he has the resources and he has the opportunity to help himself expand, so that now he can pretty much start his own thing, or have other people work underneath him, discuss terms, figure out a way that they can do a market, then you can do a market, and then have another market. You got 3 markets where you can grow your wealth and let other people get a piece of the pie. You have a good opportunity for growth and expansion, having people actually come in and work for you, and like I said, be able to provide more and more opportunities. Like I said, you can, once you're, like I said, I was trying to let them know, like, yes, it's good that you can do all these things on your own, but just because you can does not mean you should. You never should take on 100% of the responsibility. Once you get big enough, or you got to a certain point, you got to start letting some things, like I said, you're going to have to start using the funds to hire somebody in to get you where you want to be, help you learn new skills, help you learn how to grow a business and other aspects besides the front lines. Have people teach you to learn business from the back ends, and then you can really start seeing the fruits of your labor. You can see exponential growth, and even no matter what it is that you do. Like I said, when you're starting a business, it's cool that you started out on your own doing it, this, that, and the third. Cool. But a business doesn't grow off of just one person. Even with celebrities, like, they don't handle all they don't even handle their own shit from day to day. They have managers. Even with other big corporations, they have managers. They have managers that work under their managers. They have people that work under those managers. And then you have the workers and workings. And like you said, it's all about building a system. Like you said, you can, no matter what it is that you do, as long as you build a system, everything tends to work out a lot better. You don't have to worry about not being able to sell certain things, or having to give things away because you just can't figure out what to do with it. You have an opportunity to outsource and figure out, okay, well, I can get them to have this or sell that. You can have other people handle aspects of a business that you are not good at. Because let's face it, there is aspects of business that a lot of us are not good at or good with. Yeah, like I said, it is a lot. Most people are not good at selling, so they need a good salesman. There's a lot of people that are not good at doing the physical labor. Get someone that is. You don't have someone that's good at handling the financial side of your business. Find someone that is, and that's willing to work with you. Like I said, it is a slow grind. It is a slow grind, but it is a grind nonetheless. And like I said, it's sometimes you have to do it slowly. Like I said, whenever you have the opportunities to grow. Don't keep yourself stuck on the fact that you're able to do everything, be everyone all at once. Don't pride yourself on that. Like I said, pride is the thing that there's a famous artist that made a song that literally the first part of the song says, "Love's gonna get you killed, but pride is the death of you and me." Because sometimes we think we are too big for the little things, like actually taking time to perfect smaller things, or not to overlook certain details, like fine-tuning the systems that you currently have in place to help improve everything else, to allow everything else to grow. And like I said, I see that with a lot of businesses, especially businesses, because right now, a lot of businesses are going through a slow moment. But I find that with the businesses that are able to give good value and learns how to provide value in their business, they are the ones that don't get too affected with the slow moments. And like I said, once you're able to practice good habits, like I said, the small things, which, like you said, you don't let your pride get in the way of like, oh, I'm big, I do this, I sold 500,000 in less than a week. Like I said, that shit don't mean nothing. Don't be listening to all that bullshit. That's bullshit. No, it's tools that anyone can learn from. Like I said, even if you sold that much in a week, like you said, if you fine tune the systems and things that you currently overlooked, you could make more than that, or triple, quadruple that amount in a week. If you truly improved in the aspect of offering options, speaking to other businesses, asking help from other businesses. Like, yes, we need help with this. We don't grow a lot of this, so I don't know how to do it. So you know what you're doing, how to get this moved. Get me a price on what it would cost to move this, and then I'll let you move it. Negotiate terms and this, that, and the third, and then you got yourself back in business. You're actually finding ways to move your products. But it's never gonna move if you keep priding yourself on like not needing somebody else or not needing the help. That's how I used to be. I even used to be that way. Like, I used to pride myself on, oh, I don't need help from nobody. I could do this shit on my own. I ain't never need to ask nobody for help. And in some ways, I kind of still am that way, but I know most of the time when I need to throw in the towel and ask for help. I do. I've gotten better at it. A lot of times, like I said, I just don't ask for help because I used to see it as me bothering somebody. And like I said, I didn't feel like it was a thing based on pride, but sometimes whenever I do get in moments where I talk my shit, that's usually the first thing that I lead with. I believe like, oh, I don't need shit from nobody. I do this shit on my motherfucking own. All this shit that you see, I did all this shit on my fucking own. Ain't nobody help me. That's idiotic. Of course, and like I said, anyone who gets online and tells you, oh, ain't nobody help me with this shit. I did this shit on my own. Nobody helped me. It's a lie. It's a lie. You're alive. The mere fact that you even are able to sit up here and talk shit behind the camera at your big ass age means that you had help from somebody. You had help from a lot of somebodies, but your cognitive dissonance is getting in the way of you actually thinking of people that have helped you, like your parents or guardians. Anyone who's taken care of you has helped you get